After the fact. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. After the fact. After the fact. It is an adjective. Meaning. 1. After something has happened or been done, especially after a mistake has been made. 2. Too late, after something is finished or final. 3. After something has already happened. 4. Done or made after something has, and it's too late to change it. Examples. 1. On some vital decisions, ministers were only informed after the fact. 2. But more people have seen the show after the fact, than any of us expected. 3. But we will only know, where they are going to land after the fact. 4. Campaigns are entrusted to correctly report their spending after the fact. 5. Asked whether he changed his views after the fact, he wouldn't bite. 6. The effect is of an exuberantly productive mess, filtered and reorganized after the fact. 7. I know the brakes should have been repaired, but that doesn't help much after the fact. 8. Then they acquitted Broaddus of being an accessory after the fact. 9. A pinch like that is not something you will ever forget after the fact. 10. At this point, let's just get it released, we can fix any problems that arise after the fact. 11. Bob only realized he had been scammed after the fact, when he received a bank statement full of fraudulent charges. Airy-fairy. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Airy-fairy. Airy-fairy. It is an adjective. Meaning. 1. If you describe someone's ideas as airy-fairy, you are critical of them because you think the ideas are vague, impractical, and unrealistic. 2. Lacking substance or purpose, not practical. 3. Not practical or not based on the situation as it really is. Examples. 1. She's talking about buying an old castle in Ireland. It all sounds a bit airy-fairy to me. 2. Airy-fairy ideas about spending a fortune that isn't even his. 3. When hippies appeared in the 60s, their ideas about peace and love were called airy-fairy nonsense. 4. He was supposed to give us advice, but all he came up with were airy-fairy ideas. 5. The business plan is full of airy-fairy ideas that would be impossible to actually implement. 6. Johnny reckons the New Age people he sometimes meets talk about airy-fairy stuff like aura healings and past life therapy. 7. We got a bunch of mumbo-jumbo, airy-fairy, pie-in-the-sky motherhood answers, but we did not get a specific answer as to what they had in mind. 8. She's talking about selling her house, and buying an old castle in Ireland. It all sounds a bit airy-fairy to me. Around the clock. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Around the clock. Around the clock. It is an adjective. Meaning. 1. If something occurs around the clock, it goes on all day and all night. 2. Continuing without pause or interruption. 3. When you're working around the clock, you're busy all day and all night long. 4. If something is clock or round the clock, it is done all day and all night without stopping. Examples. 1. Devices in the outdoor laboratory allow non-intrusive, around-the-clock monitoring. 2. But the other side of the coin is that, the British Air Force is operating around the clock. 3. Big blackjack and poker games went on, in there around the clock. 4. My parents devoted all their energies to working around the clock to find another shack. 5. I prepared an around-the-clock chart detailing all my care requirements. 6. Rescuers are working round the clock to find survivors of the blast. 7. Since the outbreak of war, journalists have been working round the clock. 8. Between them they provide a mix of outreach and on-site services around the clock. 9. For the past 4 days, they've been working around the clock and through the night. 10. I have to finish this report by Tuesday, so I'll be working around the clock until I get it done. 11. What the young people of this town need is a drop-in center that's open around the clock. 12. Rescuers worked around the clock to free people trapped in the wreckage. Lovey-dovey. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Lovey-dovey. Lovey-dovey. It is an adjective. Meaning. 1. You can use lovey-dovey to describe, in a humorous or slightly disapproving way, lovers who show their affection for each other very openly. 2. Expressing much love or sentimentality. 3. Very romantic, especially in public, and in a way that other people think is silly and embarrassing. Examples. 1. This is the kind of lovey-dovey spew you'll get out of any owner of 19 dogs. 2. All my friends were either lovey-dovey couples, or wild, single girls. 3. They were very lovey-dovey, but you should see them on a Sunday morning. 4. The couple's relationship wallowed in a sickly world of lovey-dovey cuddly weirdness. 5. Not lovey-dovey, but not strained is how Jones described it. 6. All my friends were either lovey-dovey couples or wild, single girls. 7. The teacher asked the lovey-dovey couple, stop their French kiss in the class. 8. They are always holding hands and kissing in public. They are a lovey-dovey couple. 9. Around sunset the riverfront is full of love-struck couples, getting all lovey-dovey with each other. 10. But the lovey-dovey conversation didn't even dent readers' affection for the caring princess. 11. After that, everything went back lovey-dovey, again between the two of them. Happy-go-lucky. Meaning with examples. Pronunciation. Happy-go-lucky. Happy-go-lucky. It is an adjective. Meaning. 1. Someone who is happy-go-lucky enjoys life, and does not worry about the future. 2. A happy-go-lucky person does not plan much, and accepts what happens without becoming worried. 3. Trusting cheerfully to luck, happily unworried or unconcerned. 4. Taking things as they come, easygoing, trusting to luck, light-hearted. Examples. 1. Likewise, childlike behavior can also be free, fun-loving, intuitive and happy-go-lucky. 2. I am sure I am only one of many who will sorely miss this happy-go-lucky golfer. 3. He was a big, happy-go-lucky jovial chap, ever smiling and pleasant. 4. He's fairly happy-go-lucky on the course, except when his putting goes wrong. 5. He looked back at Pong with a sadness that didn't match his happy-go-lucky grin. 6. Lorraine hasn't seemed like the happy-go-lucky, loopy artiste she is said to be. 7. New York is a happy-go-lucky ethnic mosaic, with a distinctively Asian flavor. 8. We want a happy-go-lucky musical that reflects the kind of people we are. 9. Everyone wanted to be around Tom. He had this amazing attitude, happy-go-lucky. 10. Since dogs are happy-go-lucky at heart, they want to please us more than anything. 11. The world is not a happy-go-lucky place, as your pet can find itself getting into battles. 12. I knew he was a happy-go-lucky person, but this was no way to fool. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Meanings and examples are available in video description.